Hi and welcome back to my process videos from my December daily album. This is day 11 from 2022 and this is how I did it. This is how I craft. This evening I watched Ellie Edwards' live video on Instagram on my computer. I think this was the reveal from the new main kit from December daily. And yeah, this is how I spend my evenings, watching live videos from Ellie Edwards and crafting. The new reveal and the new collection from December Daily really boosts my motivation to get this album done because new stuff is coming, December is coming, and I really need to finish my album. I did gift tags a few years ago, made tags from pattern paper, and this is what I had left. There were a few pieces left and I really wanted to use them up because the pattern paper is really pretty and tags are always a good shape. So I thought I could maybe do a little tag page, making it a little bit interactive, and I came up with this idea. My base was this red with gold foil pattern paper as a base, and then I printed out a few photos, cut them in shape, and wanted to attach the pattern paper tag on top. I think this year's album will be the 7th or 8th December daily. I don't know for sure. And I have a lot of stuff. So I think I bought like the main kit and a few add-ons every year, and I didn't use it all up, obviously, because it's so much stuff. In addition to that, I also do have stuff in my stash, different pattern papers, and a lot of stuff basically. And this year I decided to buy less. The stuff is always very pretty and I want to buy it all, but I also need to use my stuff that I have. So I think it's very important to look in my stash, look what I got. And like this example, I already had cut out the tags and they were ready to go. So this story is again about my cat. I think since having my cat, my albums are filled with stories from him. This was the first Christmas with him, and I was debating whether to get a real tree and how big it could be, because I didn't know he's from the shelter, so I didn't know how he would react to that. I did not know if he ever saw a Christmas tree or lights or the ornaments. I didn't know that, and I don't know it until today. I just know that he was kind of suspicious at the tree the first time. He was going around the tree and looking at it and sniffing it, and it was so cute to see that and such a special moment because this was the first time, and first times are always special. And I ended up putting up the lights this evening, and it was so cute because after being suspicious for a few minutes, he just sat down in his cat tree and watched me the whole time. He was kind of interested, but I think he didn't want to admit that he was interested. And this is the story about this basically. In the end, it was all fine. I only hang up ornaments made out of plastic, not from glass, because I was afraid he would destroy it and maybe get hurt with the glass. So this is all that I wrote down for the journaling, and I'm so glad that this story is in my album, like the first Christmas with my cat. Doing the page was quite easy. I had my pattern paper as a base, then I printed out my photos, cut them in shape. I already had my tags cut out, they were ready to go. And then I attached the photos on the background. And then I used my favorite multi-use tool, simply these tweezers. I use them really a lot. I think this is the tool that I use the most. And not only to hold small pieces, but also, as you could see, doing holes. I only have my power punch with a quite large hole in it, and I wanted to have smaller holes, so I just punched it with the tweezers. It was a little bit difficult to put the twine through the small holes, and it took some time, but I made it. And then I made a little knot, so now they're hanging around. And I didn't want to hide the photos or the journaling, so this was not the purpose of the tags being on top of that. It's simply a cute design and making it a little bit interactive, because you have to take the tags and put them on the side to look on the photos and the journaling. And I usually don't use a lot of embellishing, so my pages tend to be quite simple or having like one statement piece. But I think I wanted to add something to the page, to not only have just pattern paper and photos. So I looked at my stash and I have a lot of these phrase things. They're not stickers, they're like, yeah, phrases on paper. I think they are called word strips, I don't know. But yeah, there are also a few banners. And I chose the white on craft because I think it looked quite cool with the pattern paper. And also the edges are quite raw, they are not clean cut, they are not straight. And it adds a little bit of texture. And of course I had to add the number. This was quite easy. I just took a large chipboard piece out of my stash, the 11 with a little bit of gold. And it matched with my pattern paper in the background because it has also gold foil on it. And I also did the back of the tag page. I used the same pattern paper which was left, and so I used it all up, which is good for me because using things up is just great. It's so satisfying and it also matches the design, so it's a good page for me. And I found this circle with this gold text on it. and I simply adhere it with my tiny attacher. In the end, I added a little gold tab sticker on the edge and then glued my pages together, and then I made holes so the page can go right into the album, and that's basically it. So this is my finished tag page. I had a lot of fun making this because it was also quite easy, and I think it looks great, and I love the story. I love stories about my cat and Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I see you in the next one. Bye!